Okay, so now that we are in the interactive weather maker, we can go over how to use it. So right now you can see on the right there's a picture of a house. The day looks pretty nice, and you can read the section under it. That just kind of gives you a readable description of what is going on in the picture. So on the left there are switches for the equator ward temperature, the pole ward temperature, and the relative humidity. Notice that anytime I move the switches, the weather can change. So I'm going to put them back to where they were. You can see that the picture went back to how it was before. So what I want to do, because I'm focusing on equator ward temperature, I want to first start by moving only that switch to control for variables, because if I move more than one at the same time, then I don't know which one actually affected the weather. So another thing that Princess Precipitation also said is that when you move these dials, the weather starts changing before you get to the next mark on the scale. So going from 40 degrees to 60 degrees, it changes, as you can see in the picture. The weather changes before I get to 60 degrees. So for data recording, we can estimate the temperature. So anywhere between here, I would say it's about 50 degrees where the weather changes. So you can definitely use that tool when you're recording your data. Okay, so because I'm focused on equator ward temperature, I'm going to only move this switch right now. So I'm going to go ahead and move it up just to see what changes are made. So there I can say that I have made it windier and that there is more rain. So for my data entry, I would record the equator ward temperature as 60 degrees, the pole ward temperature as 40 degrees, the humidity as 70 degrees, and then I would also write a small description about what is going on in the picture. Once I have that recorded, I'm going to go up more. And as I can see, the rain has gotten harder and the wind has gotten harder as well. I would start to ask myself why I think this is happening, as well as kind of try to predict what would happen if I start moving it the other way. So right now I'm going to record my data again, record the equator ward temperature, pole ward temperature, humidity, and then a small description about what is going on. Okay, and then I can go down, keep moving it down, and notice when I move the equator ward temperature down, the pole ward temperature moves with me, and that's just because the pole ward temperature always has to be equal or less than the equator ward temperature. So I can do this as much as I want and record as many data as I want to try to make the best case for what I think the effect of the equator ward temperature is on the weather.